Once more, it is going to be Rodney Brondial jumping it up at center court with Japet. Ball is up, game is live. And we are ready to begin game 6. Hands it off to Johnson. Well, fakes the handoff and then gives the pass. Wami creates space and hits the layup.
And that's a rare breed. The Kraken, as a facilitator, attracts a defense, a magnet. Definitely top of mind in terms of the defensive game plan of Barangay Ginebra.
Japet gets the first step against Junmar, and he took it all the way to the hoop for 2. An aggressive Japet Aguilar.
Exactly.
That's exactly what you want to see from Barangay Ginebra.
Early touches here for Japet Aguilar. Japet Aguilar, most number of best player of the game citations. Excellent big-to-big passing, Brondial. One of only 2 players to start all matches here in the Philippine Cup, together with CJ Perez.
That is way too deep for Junmar. Little Troy Rosario could do to prevent that basket from happening. Stephen Holt to Scotty, attacks inside and banks it home.
And
inside baskets for Barangay Ginebra.
All of the possessions are attack inside. In the first 2 quarters in game number 5, Ginebra took 19 of their 42 attempts from the 3-point line. Only 5 attempts in the last 2 quarters. Relying too much on their 3-point percentage, which did not happen for them in that game 5 loss.
That will be a miss from downtown for CJ. And now Scotty will lead the attack for Barangay Ginebra. Malonzo asking for it. Goes to the quick spin. Jamie, bodied up, kicks it out. His pass is stolen by Tiongson. Marcio with a pass. CJ with a finish. Barangay Ginebra players down court to come away with a layup.
And again, forcing turnovers. Same stuff.
Now Brondial has it. Hand off to CJ. Perez. Emergency pass. Ball is loose, but Lassiter dives for it. The extra pass, Brondial inside. And when you have one of your vets diving for the loose ball, everyone has to do the same.
Knowing how to win, finding ways to get control of the possession. Down by 2 points, up by 4, 6-point turnaround in favor of San Miguel.
Thompson to hold, has space for 3, and he cans it. An important shot for Barangay Ginebra. They need a
post against them by San Miguel in the last 2 wins of the Beermen, like this one. But again, the scrappy play and the poise shown here.
Big development against SMB, as that will be the 2nd personal foul early to make a substitution quickly. Jericho Cruz, game changer for them. In the past couple of wins, gets his first opportunity. But Barangay Ginebra counter with a 5-0 run to get the lead back against SMB, 11-10, heading to our first timeout of the game. But Junmar is there to pick up the rebound. Good cut coming from Jericho, but Japet sends it back.
Excellent defense coming from Japet Aguilar.
Holt for 3. That's good.
They need Japet Aguilar's activity, his leadership.
This Tibay defensive stop of the half is brought to you by Pioneer Elastosil. Pioneer. Jericho with a pocket pass. Junmar faces up and banks it home.
Pocket pass delivered. Fajardo, 1 of 2 in the last 2 touches, cuts the lead to 2 points here.
It's the old Tim Duncan spot. Effective for Junmar. 2-point lead still for Barangay Ginebra. Holt will shoot it over. Tiongson misses this one, but Scotty was quicker to the loose ball. RJ still struggling from downtown. Cruz is quicker to the loose ball now. Jericho stops, pops, and converts. Confident stroke from Jericho.
The best 3-point shooter right now for the San Miguel Beermen. Once again, unloading the 3-point basket off the bench. Has been the domain of San Miguel in their last 2 wins. 5-point run here for the Beermen since being down at 14-10.
Good pass coming from Thompson. And Japet sinks that jumper. Again, a crucial shot, an important weapon to have against Junmar.
That's right. Most number of best player of the game award citations belongs to Japet Aguilar for Barangay Ginebra.
Sorry miss coming from Japet, but Brondial gets the possession back for SMB. Marcio from the corner, 3-point shot won't go. Brondial again. Jericho.
2 things that we are seeing early here for Barangay Ginebra. They're trying to push the pace, one. Number two, in the half-court sets, they're trying to attack the ball screen defense of Junmar Fajardo.
I think Coach Leo wanted a review. Meanwhile, David wanted a highlight. Jackknife layup coming from Jason. As we take another look at this gorgeous layup. Jumps, hangs midair, adjusts, sits almost before kissing it off the glass. What a move from Jason David. 1 point lead for Barangay Ginebra heading into this timeout. Leaves it for Junmar Fajardo. Angled for a three. Did not want to pull the trigger. Troliano goes inside but misses. Another offensive rebound for SMB. Another one from Junmar, and he won't be stopped.
Forces bullying the opposition. But what about Jericho Cruz? Also doing his share. Not in my territory, says Junmar Fajardo. Dating back to the 6-minute mark.
Hand off to Ahanmisi. He gets the switch. The jumper scored over the defense of Junmar.
Shots that Ginebra has to make if they're to stay close.
Rosales, Cruz, Tautua, Troliano, Teng, the 5 for Coach Leo.
Wow.
One dribble pull-up jumper is good for Troliano of that great play, opening up an opportunity for him.
Rosales creating that scoring look. And again, always efficient. Ready when his number is called. That's Chris Rosales. Troliano points off the bench once again for the San Miguel Beermen.
Biggest lead of the match now, 9 points for SMB. Ahanmisi. Same jumper, different result. As Troliano grabs the board.
The offensive rebounds given up here by San Miguel after surrendering almost 19.
Now it's Don Troliano's turn to hit, but now they're struggling. It's almost always one and done against the defense of SMB for Ginebra. Jericho, another three!
Second quarter juggernaut applied here by San Miguel.
Back in this match, as they will try to inject some life into their offense. Aguilar provides as he connects inside.
Second assist coming from Abarientos. Aguilar. Total of 6 points so far for Japit Aguilar.
But Barangay Ginebra still looking at a 12-point deficit. Good drive, strong one coming from Tautua. Referees saying it wasn't. Another stop here. They go on the run again. Troliano gets it back from Jericho, and he hits the layup. Another timeout from Coach Dem. Now it is 38-22, a sweet 16-point lead for SMB and this Adamson Falcon connection.
When he was named as the top player, and he almost had a triple-double performance in that Game 3 win.
And that would be an end one, an answer from Scotty Thompson, and save the day.
But there's no doubt. They'll try to find ways to help out Barangay Ginebra come out or extricate themselves.
But the ball will go back to Barangay Ginebra. This is an open three. Will not fall for Malonzo. Oh, but RJ Abarientos steals one inside. Perez one-on-one against Malonzo. Attacks towards the left and finishes strong. Instant impact from CJ.
Smart play coming from Teng. Quarter scoring as we see the previous play. And they're the clear out. And that's the strong side of CJ Perez. No rim protector right there against
Meanwhile, another turnover against Barangay Ginebra.
13-6 scoreline here in quarter 2 in favor of San Miguel.
Just the defensive attention.
Look, very opportunistic. And Fajardo once again, the mobility is back. But Troliano's foot speed getting the job done here for San Miguel. Create gap and separation as you mentioned. 16-point lead after this was just down to about 12 earlier.
Rosario will try from downtown. That's good for three. Definitely a shot that they needed to fall just to inject some life to their cause here in the second quarter.
That is mandatory for them to be able to make against the inside defense of San Miguel.
13-point advantage for the San Miguel Beermen. Two defenders already on Junmar. An opening for Jeron Teng.
Making himself available. Again, another smart play for Teng. Off the ball. Earlier, creating a scoring look for CJ Perez. Now, knocking in the two-pointer, mid-range. It's always tough to convert. Back to a 15-point lead.
Rosales sticking to a Barrientos like glue. It's Malonzo with possession now. The cut from Scotty, and he'll bank it home. Thompson looking for his shots, looking to power the offense. He has 8 points in the game. A lot of defenders already running back. Rosario did not catch it clean. Holt to Barrientos to Malonzo. Short corner jumper is good.
In the last two losses of Ginebra, San Miguel has controlled the passing game. And that's something rare that happens against Ginebra, the #1 team in terms of assists all throughout this season. Not just this conference, but in the previous one.
5-0 mini run for Barangay Ginebra. Cheronteng for 3. That's big. To keep Barangay Ginebra there.
Wow.
Thompson, Malonzo, Aguilar, and Ralph Koo for Coach Tim.
Rare sighting of Ralco, by the way, in the series.
Short corner jumper, good as well for Japet. They're finding a gap in the defense. Good swarming defense coming from Barangay Ginebra, taking the ball away from Fajardo inside. Now Scotty with a paint touch. Barrientos finishes.
Thompson creating a scoring look. Ginebra attacking the basket from 42-26. 13-5 surge here generated by the Gin Kings.
Rondial, how about this? He always finds himself in opportune situations alone inside.
Because most of the time, his defensive cover leaves him realizing that he's not much of a scoring threat. But you know for a fact that this guy can score even way back in his UAP years.
Malonzo will try again, still struggling from the three-point range. Marcio on the push. Three-point shot early. Why not, says Marcio.
This time it's CJ Perez, the one creating scoring looks. Earlier for Blondial, now for Lassiter.
Pull-up jumper in and out. Barrientos thought he was fouled. Referee's not agreeing. Ralph Koo has it. This is the second chance for Barangay Ginebra. Malonzo from the other side. Still won't work. Rebound though goes to Scotty and he lays it up and in.
Near turnover possession. Look away. Launch a shot for the number.
I mean, sometimes when you're coming off a stop,
Correct.
that does not play into your usual
Perspective.
Yep,
Yeah.
usual judgment of the time remaining.
Saka nagpalit pa ng tao, but Chongson attacking the defense.
Stephen Holt, will he get it? No, he won't. Back tap from Scotty. Tenorio did not want the shot. Holt misses again. Tippett is good for Troy Rosario. The fight is there from Barangay Ginebra.
He wants to put Junior Pardo as the ball screen defender.
Tenorio locates Japet. Aguilar, layup is good. And we will begin the third quarter. Big block coming from Jamie Malonzo. They get a stop. Stephen Holt to Japet. And he will bang it home. A strong start for Barangay Ginebra.
Best possible start here for Ginebra. Defensive stop leading to an easy two-point basket on the other end. From a high of 16, it is down to 7 for San Miguel.
Giving SMB a dose of their own medicine here in the third quarter. Jun Mardo responds in kind as he hits one over the defense of Japet. Only token defense provided as he has 3 personal fouls.
Best that he can do. No help came. And that was the trigger for Junmar Fajardo to attack as quick as he could to score the first 2-pointer for the Beermen in quarter 3.
Back to a 9-point lead for the San Miguel Beermen. Handoff to Scotty. The pass for Rosario. 3-point shot is good. Troy Rosario singing his second triple of the match.
3 of 17 after the first 2 quarters. 1 of 10 in the second quarter, but Rosario has already made 2 3-point baskets for the San Miguel Beermen. Lead down to 6 or for Ginebra.
Back to Jun Mar again.
Fajardo in the post. Time and again, they've got to that.
Stephen Holt goes behind the back. Japet, jumper. Will get the bounce.
9-4 scoreline in favor of Ginebra here in quarter 3.
It has been only Jun Mar who has scored for the white shirt. CJ comes up short on the layup. Jun Mar saves the day. The unenviable task of trying to stay in front of Jun Mar. That will not cut it from Raymond Aguilar.
Fajardo, 8 third quarter points. Fajardo, 17 points. Eclipsing his personal best here in the semis of 14 points scored in Game 5.
Pocket pass to Aguilar. Bobbled it. And now white shirts on the run. CJ is gone. The pass to the corner. The kick out pass. Scotty for 3. No.
Another offensive rebound.
Great cut from Thompson, but he is stopped by Jun Mar.
It was a key defensive play in the previous possession. Completed by Barangay Ginebra.
A tip in is good for Scotty Thompson. Much needed bucket just to get them back into a flow.
Stops an 8-0 run by San Miguel. Cuts the lead to 10.
66-56 is the count. Marcio dumps it inside. Double team against Junmar. Someone is open for SMB. Rosales, free throw jumpers, pure.
We saw that earlier coming from Teng. Open on that side. Double came from the bottom part or from the weak side baseline. Excellent read once again coming from Junmar Fajardo.
The always reliable Chris Rosales. The jumper as a counter is good for Stephen Holt, as Rosales and Scotty Thompson are both down. Both picking themselves up. Ready to play again. Marcio inside, runs into trouble. Junmar, too easy.
Junmar Fajardo's gone to town here in quarter number 3. Ended the first 2 quarters with 9 points. 10 of the 16 third quarter points of the Beermen coming from Junmar Fajardo here in the third.
Holt, jumper. This time it's good. They need him to step up. Stephen Holt, aggressive attack. Chapet inside, the tight pass, the extra pass. Rosario blocked from behind by Mo. And the ball will head back.
That's good rotation from Wala Tautua, redeeming himself after missing a layup earlier.
Coach Tim Cohn was trying to challenge, but they used it up earlier to try and protect Japet from getting his 3rd personal foul. A steal though from Troy Rosario as Troliano mishandles. Good opportunities to score for Barangay Ginebra, but the defense recovers. 3 from the corner, still won't go. Rosario beating everyone for the rebound and the putback.
And this is what's keeping Ginebra here in the game. Multiple possessions, chances to score because of effort in terms of offensive rebound and second chance looks.
Fajardo hands it off to Marcio. Junmar has played the entire 3rd quarter. No rest yet for the big man. Troliano uses the screen, pulls up for the jumper, strong. Scotty with the board. Thompson for RJ to hold for 3. No.
Another
Rebound
offensive
picked up by
rebound.
Ginebra. This is open. 3 for Scotty is gone.
16 for San Miguel, 20 for Ginebra. First time that San Miguel will be under 20 points.
And Stephen Holt on the attack. Raymond Aguilar fakes the 3, dribbles in closer, comes up big with that short corner jumper.
Given another chance to help out, Aguilar does so in the very first possession of quarter 4.
1-point game, 70-69. CJ on the drive, blocked by Raymond Aguilar.
Perimeter defense has been excellent for Ginebra from the 3rd quarter onwards. Perimeter scoring has also been down for San Miguel, and that's a testament to the kind of defense that Ginebra's come up with in the second half.
And Junmar played heavy minutes in that 3rd quarter. He'll have to take a bit of a break to open the 4th. CJ, another drive, another miss. Scotty wins the rebound. Barrientos is ahead. RJ, it's gone.
I recall the missed dunk coming from Tautua and the turnover by CJ Perez in transition near the end of the 3rd quarter that fueled a late 3rd quarter run. That's a leak out play coming from Barrientos.
The Beermen left the door open for this possible Barangay Ginebra comeback. Troliano answers. Big time 4 coming from Troliano.
Indeed, Ginebra.
They're trying to post up Mo Tautua against Holt. Sneaky pass, recovery from Brondial as he scores again.
San Miguel playing without a true point guard. No Ross, no Rosales, no Wami Chongson.
Junmar kicks it out to CJ. Perez in traffic. Brondial again! Not all players need to be one-on-one types. Not all of them need many moves inside the shaded area to break the defense down. Sometimes you just have to work hard and make yourself available. Rodney Brondial extends their lead. Tenorio. Junmar loses control. They swing it. Troliano, 2 to work with. To beat the buzzer, won't work. Brondial wins another possession for SMB and hits the reverse.
Not the quickest, not the highest jumper, but probably one of the hardest workers for San Miguel. That's Rodney Brondial.
Hard work works for Rodney Brondial, extending their advantage further up to 9.
10-0 run here since being behind at 71-70. 12 in the game for Rodney Brondial.
Tenorio, three-point shot, will get the roll.
One of the best three-point shooters in PBA history. Knocks in a big three-pointer. Let's see if that fuels a fourth quarter uprising for the Gin Kings.
It took forever for that basketball to decide if it was going in or not. The counter three, no good for Jericho. Look at that, another rebound for Brondial. CJ, layup is gone.
The value of an offensive rebound. The importance of another chance to score.
Malonzo of the spin, forces it up, misses. Ball will stay on their side. Rosario to LA, asking them to clear out that space. Side ball screen action. Tenorio, the runner is gone. 5 points, a burst from LA. Look at this, a three-point guard unit almost for Coach Tim Cone. Barrientos, Tenorio, and Scotty Thompson. And it will be a layup inside for RJ Barrientos.
The rally is on for the Gin Kings.
Almost a steal there for Jericho. Now RJ Barrientos turns the corner, goes on the drive, kicks it out to Scotty. Extra pass to LA. Court to shoot for Barangay Ginebra. Tenorio drops it all. Scotty Thompson inside. Field. These are easily makeable shots for someone of his caliber.
True. But remember the pressure.
He's looking for a touch for Barrientos. Top ball screen action. LA for the tie. It's gone!
Unbelievable performance from LA Tenorio. Wow. Throwback performance. Classic heroics. 13-3 run for Ginebra. Tenorio scored and assisted in 10 of those 13 points. Remarkable.
Jericho against Tenorio. Goes on the attack baseline. The kick out pass lands with Brondial. Rodney, the one-hander. Won't get the bounce. The rebound picked up by Scotty. Now they're on the run. Tenorio has it. LA stops. Cross-court pass. Barrientos for three. No. Tip-in is gone for Troy Rosario. BRGY Bulls back in 2016. It has a similar feel with LA Tenorio now. All of a sudden getting pushed. Ball screen action once again. The runner for LA won't work. Rebound picked up. Lost. Recovered. Tenorio down low. Rosario overcooks the reverse.
Almost another heroic play coming from LA Tenorio.
CJ on the drive all the way. But when it matters the most, he still will stay aggressive. That seal screen provided by Rodney Brondial, opening up the driving lane for CJ. A full and a 30 still available for SMB. They ball screen early. Barrientos turns the corner to Malonzo. Jamie for three. That's short. CJ Perez might have gotten a touch on it, but I don't think he is ready. Plagued by suffering cramps here in the fourth quarter. The second free throw for Junmar is gone. In the championship, up for grabs for the San Miguel Beermen. The first touch goes to Scotty. Thompson with it. Scotty on the attack against Perez. Leaves it for LA for the win. Oh! Tenorio with a shot for the ages. Do you believe, Coach Ronnie? Do you believe in NSD?
Never doubted the fact that LA Tenorio is a big-time clutch player. Series on the line. Scotty Thompson dancing and weaving.
Into the overtime, deciding to go on the three. That's a big defender going up against you in Jericho. Nothing but the bottom of the net for LA to get the lead for Barangay Ginebra.
That was a long three, by the way. Very near the 4-point line. Losing vision on LA Tenorio. What about that delivery of the pass coming from Scotty Thompson? And then you go back to the missed free throw of Junmar Fajardo in the previous play.
Coach Tim Cone pumping his fist. He has seen LA Tenorio see this or another final spot for San Miguel Beer. Here we go. Cruz the inbounder. Reading his options. CJ has it for the win. No! Barangay Ginebra lives to fight for another day. PBA basketball at its very finest. LA Tenorio, already a legend before this game, add to his long list of classic moments, delivering in the end game, saving the day for Barangay Ginebra.